Hello everyone, I'm super thrilled today. I've got Miss Shannon K with me. She's an American Indian singer as well as a performer, artist, and she is one of the legends of our country, Mr. Kumar Sanu's daughter. So I'm super thrilled to have her on this episode with me. And we're going to know a little bit on insights of her life, her journey towards singing and how she wanted to pursue this career and a lot more interesting facts. So, welcome, Shannon, to this episode of mine. I'm super thrilled to have you today. And thank you so much for taking out time to do this with me. So, if you're, I would like to start with Shannon a little bit on your early life. How did you want to pursue singing? Did it come naturally to you? Was there any other career option in mind? A little bit on that. So over to you.
Um, First of all, thank you for having me. I'm really excited to have this conversation with you. And yeah, jumping to the first question, I'd say that, growing up like every other child, I too had like different, professions where I thought that I could see myself. I think like, the first profession that I really loved was being a teacher. And that was only because like I loved how, you could like write on the whiteboards and kind of like just kind of be a leader and tell the kids what to do. But that phase kind of went away, when I grew up, obviously. And I was like, I'm not smart enough to be a teacher. And then later on, I was like, let's see, maybe fashion designing, maybe like a counselor, a therapist. But I think the only thing and the one thing that kind of stayed with me throughout was music. And I didn't realize that. It was actually later on when in grade school we would have like, school competitions, music competitions, in which I kind of like participated just for fun. And that's where I realized that, okay, this is something that I really enjoy doing and I am kind of good at. So maybe I should take this as a profession in the future. And yeah, I mean, my favorite subject in school was music. I would always participate in like, drama and arts and whatnot. Like anything creative, I would always be there and people knew that like, okay, if it's about music or something, Shannon is always there. So yeah, and I think when I went to my mom and dad and I sat them down and I told them that, music is something that I want to pursue as a career. And they were very, very supportive. They were very happy about it. But at the same time, dad was like, let me share you some insights and let me prepare you for the future because it's not as glam and as fancy as it looks and seems. There's a lot of hard work. There's a lot of dedication. There's a lot of yeah, there's just a lot of courage that needs to be coming from you. So yeah, that's how I guess the journey kind of began.
What you rightly said, people see the outside, but the work and the hard work which goes behind the scenes, no one knows and talks about. So
Right.
I'm sure, like, when you were getting into the profession, you must have faced a lot of challenges, a lot of hurdles along the way. So, how did you, with a positive mindset, embrace those and, started like overcoming your hurdles and difficulties while getting into the singing world?
Um, I'd say like I would give the credit to, my family and my fans and the people that they were who supported me throughout that phase. I'm not gonna lie, like it was a very hard phase for me mentally because I wasn't mature enough to understand what was going on. I mean, I was still a kid, I was like what, uh 15, 16, and anything and everything that would come across me would really, really affect me. And it still does today. I mean, obviously, I'm a human being after all. But I think today I have kind of learned how to ignore those things and move on. But back then it was really hard. And so yeah, obviously like with the whole like anonymous trolls and things on social media, that kind of like ignited a lot of negativity, a lot of like depression, which obviously led me to self-harm. Um, and it was just a very terrible phase for me. I started to have self-doubts, and I did not know what else to do because I had really committed myself into music. I mean, there was no other option for me. Um, and so I'd say, like, again, my family, my mom and dad, they were always there for me. My sister, she was always there for me, and they pulled me out of that hole, um, and they really kind of, like, motivated me and encouraged me and showed me my capabilities and strength and talent that I have. So it was a very I'd say, like, a gradual uh process, but I'm very glad that I did kind of go through those, as I now, value a lot. Um, and I really sort of want to help other people who are probably going through the same situation
Right.
as me. So yeah.
That's wonderful. Like the way I think everyone try their best to overcome challenges, with a positive mindset. That actually sets us apart. And it's truly wonderful that you were able to do that as well. So my next question to you, Shannon, would be, what is your vision forward? Where do I see Shannon 5 years down the line in terms of her career? And what are the things which you would like to achieve in your life? So a little bit on that.
Um, what I would like to achieve, it's pretty, like, clear in my mind. I mean, I want to be an inspiration to the youth, to the people. I want to make a change into the society and the community. And yeah, I just definitely want to, be a healer through my music. I want to make people feel good. I want to, give them that best memory or that best moment that they have while listening to my songs. So that's something that I definitely want to achieve. Um, I'm not sure about the future, to be very honest. I don't know what the future holds for me. Um, I don't know where I'd be like 5 years from now. So I'm gonna focus on the present, and I'm gonna do my best to, like I said, create as many amazing content as possible, create good music, something that I love, and share it with my people, and hope that they, resonate with it too. So yeah.
Oh, lovely, lovely. Tell me something also, coming from a legacy of singers, and your dad himself is such a legend. The kind of added pressure, where does it come to you when performing or singing or any kind of things like that?
Um, yeah, for sure. I mean, there's always a responsibility and a pressure in the back of my mind that, okay, I can't really mess up, or I've, people are looking up to me.
Yeah,
The eyeballs are there. They're gonna be a little judgy, a bit more maybe, because I hold such a big legacy,
yeah,
as you can see
yeah,
behind me.
yes,
Um, so yes, it is a little intimidating for sure, but I guess, like, it's all about just the right mindset, and it's all about um believing in yourself, and obviously, like, polishing your craft.
right.
The more you keep working on your craft, the more skills you um hone. It's just yeah, there's no way that you can kind of, like, mess up. And even if you do, it's fine. You're a human being. I mean, when the first time I performed on the stage, like, I was literally shaking. I I have no idea, like, how I performed. And yeah, I watched myself, obviously, which is very embarrassing. I hate watching myself or listening to my songs. But yeah, then they were like, okay, I was like, okay, this is like a self-evaluation. I'm like, okay, this is what I need to do next time. And you learn from, the experiences and things, and over time you become a better artist. And I feel like every artist has some sort of responsibility and pressure,
Right.
to do good and to deliver something, because the audience, the listeners, the viewers, they really get inspired and influenced by artists like us.
Right.
And that's a huge responsibility, whether whether you agree or not. And every single decision or every single move that you make would affect them because
Right.
they idolize you. And that's what I've seen and noticed,
Right.
so taking the step a little bit more cautiously, I feel like, artists should just be kind of aware about that.
Right. Also, I want to know, like today, if you have to give a direct message to the youth of today or the Gen Zs of today who would like to pursue singing as a career option, and what would the attributes be? What does one need to possess in terms of being a professional singer?
I'd say like be skillful in every department. It doesn't matter whether you're a singer or an actor or a model, a podcast host. You just need to have knowledge of other departments as well, because you never know when someone may be looking for something,
Right.
and that may be your opportunity. And that's how you get into those connections, and that's how you network. Also, yes, of course, networking is another big thing. Um so yeah, I would say, like, make sure that you connect with the right kind of people, and you're surrounded with the good people who would encourage you and who will support you. um and just believe in yourself, man. Nobody else is going to believe in yourself. Trust me, there's so
True.
much competition out here.
Yes.
Everybody's trying to win that race. Stay in the marathon. Be that tortoise or that turtle, you
Yeah.
know go take it slow, because when you take a step back and when you look around yourself,
Right.
you'll get to see where everybody's headed. And that's when you get to, like, start to plan out your I guess, like, your strategy. Okay, like, if in music this is like the trend, what would be the next trend? Maybe you can jump on that next trend before anybody knows it, because you've taken that step back and you've seen that 360 view. Just take it slow sometimes. You don't need to rush, and don't be afraid to fail. It's okay if if you got rejected, or if your song got dubbed by somebody else. I mean, I've been through that too. And yeah, it is very hard. It's very heartbreaking for sure. It leaves a wound. And yeah, but those experiences and those things really kind of shape you into the artist, that you are.
Yeah.
So be yourself.
I think that's a wonderful message coming from you. Like so many people watching our episode today would be so inspired, and the kind of words and the correct advice given by you, I think they would really cherish. So thank you for that. Um,
Mhm.
Sharon, so I'm going to now this segment, I'm going to call it a little fun segment, which I would like to know you personally. So it's going to be a quick rapid fire round. You need to really answer
Yeah.
quickly. So we'll start for that now. So if you're ready, we can start.
Yes.
Okay, so what is Sharon's favorite holiday destination? She can go 7 days a week without blinking an eyelid.
Oh, oh my God. Ah, Uh, I would say favorite destination. Oh my God. I would say Paris.
Okay, the
Yeah.
favorite food which you can binge on all the time.
Italian, like pasta. I love my carbs. So
Okay,
yes, pasta, you can give it to me anytime.
great. A favorite read which you've done lately, like one of your favorite books which you've read lately.
I don't read books. I haven't been to a library since like high school. But Uh, there is a book that I did see once at the at one of the airports. So I'm trying to find that book, and maybe I'm gonna start reading it.
Okay,
Reading.
your favorite TV show which you love watching.
Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. I loved this Korean show called The Glory.
Okay,
Um, and I literally finished that in, like, I think less than a week. It was so captivating. I loved it.
okay. A difference between you think between the millennials and the Gen Zs of today.
Mm, I think the millennials are more like practical and logical, and they're more sort of, you know, I won't say laid back, but they just like feel things, whereas like the Gen Zs are kind of like those the bobbleheads the springs, they're just like everywhere, jumping around, and they don't care about like the consequences and stuff. They just do it. They're very spontaneous and stuff. So yeah.
One of your dad's favorite song which you love the most.
Hands down जब कोई बात बिगड़ जाए.
Okay. Also, what is your favorite guilty pleasure?
Mm, I'd say uh eating ice. I don't know. Yeah, like I am not supposed to as an artist. They say like, you're supposed to like save your voice and stuff,
Yes.
but like I don't know. When I feel like I don't know. I don't even know if it's cravings or what, but I just like go up to my freezer and I'll take like a blob of, an ice cube or something, and I'll just like suck on it or
Oh,
eat it.
oh,
Yeah.
nice. Okay. What is your favorite song which you love humming to yourself, or what is your current favorite track which you really like? And yeah, which is that?
Currently,
Yeah. Or all-time favorite, whatever, whichever you love the most.
hmm, interesting. Um, I would say I'm usually in a very like optimistic and like in love mood. So I always end up singing like one of Dad's songs, and I think I love the that one. Raha mein unse mulaqat ho gayi.
Right.
I like that one. So I always end up like humming that.
Okay. And my last rapid fire question would be, what are the three things you don't leave your house without?
Three things that I don't leave my house without. My miniature perfumes, um, lipstick or lip gloss, and uh, and my house keys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would thank you so much. We come to the end of the episode. Thank you so much for doing this. But
Thank you.
before we let you go, you have to sing two lines for us of any of your favorite song from one of your chart busters or anything which you like. So it would be really nice and motivating to the youth to hear your voice as well. So if we could hear two lines from you as well.
Sure thing. Um, okay. So I'll sing my latest release, which is 95, which I sang with Dad. And it's been getting a lot of great feedback. So thank you so much to everybody who's heard the song and have liked it. Um yeah, and it goes something like this. तन्हा समय यहाँ खुद से मैं क्यों लापता भीगे से है कुछ अरमा दिखता ना कोई निशान यहाँ will you let me live the life I want to live? Free me from the sins that you commit. Cut me up until I'm numb, but I still feel all my regrets. Try and make me better. Remind me so I don't forget.
Wow,
Thank
thank
you.
you so much. That was truly wonderful. And I would beg to differ. You said that you don't like listening to your voice or you don't hear your voice too much, but I think you should more because you have a wonderful voice and it's
Thank
really,
you.
truly magical. So thank you so much for giving the time and doing this with me, Shannon. It meant a lot. And also, just want to also compliment you. And one thing, I did recently see the rendition of Jimmy Jimmy, which you did, which is truly
Mhm.
nice and truly like I think my entire family as well enjoyed it. So kudos to you and your team and everyone who made that video possible. And Thanks once again for being on this episode, and look forward to meeting you in person soon, whenever probably I'm in
Mm.
Bombay. So thank you so much once again.
Thank you so much. I had a great chat. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.